Hello, I'm Tibor from Boomla. Let's see how to use library classes in more detail. So I'm going to open the designer and maybe select this input element. As you can see, it is using the u1.input and u1.inputM, which stands for medium, classes. If we remove those, the input elements will become pretty much unstyled. So to add them back, we use this drop down and we see there are loads of classes with the u1 prefix. And we would have to use input for the base styles and then give it a size as well. Maybe input extra small or extra large. Sorry, input's not icon. There you go. Here's the extra large one. That would look very different than the medium one, which obviously in this case looks much better. That was the select. Sorry, this one. All right. So how do you know which is which you need to group together and what you can choose from without going through the entire list? Now you can click this info icon here and find this link for the Turbo UI library. Let's go there. And under CSS elements, you can basically click through these links to see how to create those. Now, these examples will contain code examples as well, because you can use Turbo CSS to achieve the same effects, and it uses the same library classes. But looking into the code, it will be quite easy to figure out what's going on. So in this case, you can see that this button is styled by having these classes applied, and in particular, ignore T1, this is just for it basically defines that, hey, Turbo CSS is coming. So it uses u1.button, u1.button medium, and action. And you can always click on the code here to figure out what things are applied. Always just look for the u1 prefixes. These additional styles like vfull this is a Turbo expression. It's saying like the width of the button should be 100%. So that's how you can stretch it. And you can have various sizes. If you take a look, the difference here is the use of button extra small, button medium, etc. You can use various designs, which you can use, or you can see here in the style section. So you always apply the base style button, then button medium for a size, and then a style. That's how you create a button. If you go through, you can just see examples of using it on various other elements, etc. You can have buttons with icons. Now notice here that the HTML structure is different as well. So here's not only a button, but it contains an extra element. And so without having this extra element here, you couldn't easily achieve this. So for now, unless you're writing code or you're styling an element that has a child, this is not something for you. Same for icons only. If we take a look here, this element is there as well. Again, this needs a different HTML structure. Then there's text inputs. Basically, if you want to create a text input field, you are going to apply the UI.inputs. This is the base style, and then the sizes. Here, the input element itself contains styles for when the element is valid or invalid, but you can also add extra classes. Now, these are, you can't add these from the designer, so these are either added by the application or not. You can only apply styles to it, but you can't add classes in the visual designer. And there are a couple more examples. More notable ones are the text area. Sorry for my network. There you go. You can see it's again the base class and the size. Select. There you go. Select and select extra small. Checkbox. No, this one, checkbox medium, and then the style. Here again, you have various styles, radio buttons, file uploads. Yeah, so basically, this is the part where you can find the documentation for the UI library classes. You can also change the default designs, but like edit the library classes, but that's for another video. Thanks for watching.